And greetings YouTube gamers, welcome to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and welcome to the channel. So it has been 1 week since the release of Octopath Traveler, the video game, the RPG that everybody with the Nintendo Switch is playing right now. And a lot of things have been happening around this game during its first week, so I want to speak my mind about a couple of them. And by the way, if you're new on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. So first of all, and this is probably the biggest thing around this game, the game is sold out pretty much everywhere. And I'm going to be honest here, it was a little bit hard for me to get the game because first I didn't pre-order it and I really wanted the collector's edition. So like I said on my previous video of the unboxing of the companion edition of Octopath Traveler, I had to go through 3 different stores here in Lisbon to get my physical copy. And this is very bizarre. This is a very bizarre for a JRPG in 2018. And a JRPG from Square. Now I think there are 2 major reasons why this game is sold out, and the first one, this is something that my good friend Smash JT said on his video. I will leave a link of his video on the description box below. The first reason, like JT said on this video, I think it's because Square is trying to cash in with online sales. That's why there is a limited run of physical copies of this game, and moving forward physical media will be a thing from the past because let's face it, kids nowadays know the new generations, they just didn't grow up with physical media. And of course that gaming companies make more money with digital sales. Now I'm not saying that in the future physical media will die completely, but I think that it's going to be more restricted, more limited quantities of physical games. I think it's going to be a thing for collectors and for people who grew up with physical media. Now the second reason why I think that this game is sold out, it's pretty obvious. It's because it is really a good game. And of course that people who grew up with games like this, you know, people that grew up with the Super Nintendo, with the 16-bit era, playing Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, they will be right at home with Octopath Traveler. And I'll agree that retro-looking games are in vogue right now, but with a good reason, because those games were good. And as you guys know, I work at flea markets, and this is something that it has been happening a lot. I see kids, you know, 14 and 15-year-olds that are looking for games like, you know, Secret of Mana. They ask me about the first Final Fantasy games. They ask me about, you know, more obscure titles like Terranigma, which is very weird, and of course that YouTubers play a big part in that, but it's very cool to see younger generations asking for games like, you know, like Terranigma. And Octopath Traveler really did a good job by delivering this. So what does this mean moving forward? I honestly think that, first of all, I think that we're going to have a sequel of Octopath Traveler. I predict late 2019, early 2020. Let's wait and see. And I honestly think that we're going to start to see more games like this being released in the future. Because there is a market for this type of games, there is a big demand for games like this. And when it comes to RPGs, and I'm talking about 20 to 25 years ago, it was a genre that it was just not for everybody. But nowadays we see RPG elements in every game. Games that are not RPGs to begin with, I'm talking about action games, platformers, adventure games. They all have RPG elements within it. So RPGs are really all over the place. So it's cool to see this really pure old school genre being brought again. Now about the game itself, I still haven't finished, but I'm very far in the game. Honestly, I'm really falling in love with the game. It is charming, it is a very charming game, and of course that it reminds me a little bit of my childhood. Plot is good, the characters are amazing, and when it comes to the story of the characters, their background, there's some really deep stuff going on there. You know, some of the stories are very dark, very obscure. The fighting mechanics are very original and addictive, in my opinion. It's really good stuff. They really brought the old formula back and give it a modern approach, I would say. So grinding for me, it is really not a problem in this game. I can't wait to finish this game. It really is an old-fashioned RPG with a modern approach. And what about you guys? Please let me know in the comment section below, what are your first thoughts of Octopath Traveler? Did you bought the physical game? Did you bought it physically? Or are you still in the waiting line to get this one? Let me know on the comment section below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put a like on this video, please subscribe to the channel and take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community and game a lot.